Hey guys, welcome back to day 5, the final day of Sick Week. We're back here with El Toro. We made it, we made the drive. We actually drove through the night to get to Bradenton. We just figured we'd do that rather than stop halfway through. We are trailing now in our class by 003, so 0.003. So it's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be tough, it's really anybody's race at this point, but if Matt, Turtle Racing Miata, lands right on like an 850, 6, 7, 8, 5, you can't make up the spread because you're taking an average over the days. So I really wish we would have ran better yesterday, but like me and Red talked about, we're not bracket racers. We didn't even make any test passes in this thing before this week. It'd been parked for how many months? So we're overall super happy. I'm not a bracket racer. We didn't have an 850 tune-up, but we are sure gonna keep going until the end and see what we can do. Andy is kind of out of it at this point, but I think he's gonna see how fast he can get the car to run this week, or today, because you got good air, you got a great track, sun's out, and it's a perfect opportunity to make some passes. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, so earlier in the week, you said you're gonna try and make some 7s. Let's say you land on like an 850, something just perfect. Will you go dumb with it or no?
Yeah, man, so I wanna go like 770 in this car. That's like my goal. That's all I wanted to do this week, but then we kind of got caught up in the whole racing thing on accident. I never really wanted to do the index racing, but here we are, second place, close to first. We were in first most of the time. If for some reason we roll off the trailer with an 8500 anything, or an 850 anything, I'll probably just send it after that, because that's all the closer we're gonna get to winning. And then we'll see if we can get in the 7s. If not, we'll come back in a couple days, rip some passes, because the car is down here in Bradenton. We can come out every day of the week, have a great prep track, and see what we can do. So either it's gonna be in this video, or it's gonna be in one of the next videos, but we'll see what happens. I want to give a quick update on my Nova, because a lot of people have been asking, and I don't want there to be any misconceptions about me letting my foot off the gas or Larry Jeffers or anything like that. So, as you guys may or may not know, after Race Week 2.0, we literally took the car apart in the grass field out behind Thunder Valley and loaded up on the trailer and drove through the night to get to Larry Jeffers. And what we thought was going to be a quick turnaround on the car, they got working on it relatively quickly, like within the first week. They started cutting it apart, and they immediately realized that the car was in a lot worse shape than they originally thought. Larry assumed that we were going to put quarters on it, do some updates to the car quick. Come to find out, there was some more damage than we thought, and really at this point we're saving the driver's door, the roof, the cage, and then the suspension and stuff on the car. So as we've kind of gone through that, in addition to like him having other customers come in and out, it's a very busy shop. We cut the quarters off, then we have these supports we're trying to find. We're just trying to find quarters that are OE. I'm trying to use as much original equipment as possible, because that car to me is a real original steel car, and that's what it needs to continue to be. I mean, if I wanted to build a Pro Mod or something lightweight, you know, fiberglass, I could. It'd be quick and easy. I'd be done racing, but I really love how that car embodies what a muscle car is. Anyways, we're having a hard time finding parts. Every time we get to the next stage, it's like, oh, we need this. So we order it, find it, look for it, whatever. It seems to be 2 or 3, 4 weeks. Finally, I think hopefully in the next couple weeks we'll have all the steel parts, all the body panels, to where we can get the body work done and then start doing updates on the actual chassis. HED's already in process of doing a new engine. Pete's super pumped to be involved with it again. Me and Justin Red are actually building the twin motors to each other on the stands next to each other. we'll show you some updates on his, but he's building a 67 Nova, basically the clone of this car, maybe a little bit lighter. So we're gonna have 2 new race week cars coming out, old, new, whatever you wanna call it. But everything's in motion, we're moving forward. We've been super busy with TBM and Rife and all that stuff, but hopefully, you know, in the next couple months, we'll get a chassis back, and then we'll start building new turbo kit and start hanging everything, remounting, rewiring, all that stuff, and move forward. But anyways, just want to give you guys a quick update. So I looked in the standings. I am currently 5th out of still. I think there's roughly probably 9 cars still still actually running. I think about 4 of them dropped out. I am currently about a 10th behind the next closest person. So basically, the only way I could probably end up moving up is if somebody doesn't finish the event. So we're just going to go out and get a consistent 860, 870 pass at the worst case, and we'll turn it in. And I really don't see us moving a lot either direction.
If you get one solid pass, a slip to turn in, as Red would say, you go and get ignant with it.
I think so. I mean, we're at Bradenton. We're in Florida. I mean, it's got its chance to run the best it's ever run, so we got to give it a go at least once. It was actually a pretty decent run overall. The car kind of did what it should have done. It felt a little bit like it might have chattered in through the 60 foot, and looking at the slip, it's about 600 slow in the 60 foot, so I think it did. And it kind of just carried that all the way down the track. I think the car would have run about a 867, but I actually hugged the brakes down there just to make sure I was on the positive side, so I ended up going at 871. So we're gonna add a little bit of boost up top and try again.
So you're gonna try to hit the 8.5 again before you get crazy with it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna make one more pass while we're kind of in this all-road, this loop-de-loop hurry up and run thing, and we'll then let it cool down and go after something fast.
So El Toro just won a 65, 65 or 67, I haven't checked my notes. Real slow to the 60, down on power. The DA is 1,600 foot positive. So the air is worse today than it's been all week. So everybody's tune-up's kind of thrown off. We were trying to deep stage the car to pitch a few numbers, plus the DA, it threw us way out of whack. So now we're gonna have to put more power in it, stage a little shallower so we can be faster to the 60 foot and try to hit that 50 number. So we ain't gonna have a whole lot of opportunities today, so hopefully this next pass we'll get right there.
Run number 2 was so close. We went 865 with a 4 our first run. So we put a degree of timing in it and I staged a little shallower, 849 with a 1. Now the weather's dropping, so it's getting really tricky. My competitor went 853 with a 3. He's tightening up quite a bit. So it's really, the pressure's on. I probably got like one more shot to get it. So I think I'll probably take that degree of timing back out of it, stage it shallow again. Hopefully the weather coming down, you know, brings us back to it. And we should run dead on a number, but I'm not that good. We're just hoping we get lucky.
Well, right now we are trying to take a little power back out of it. We went a 49 with a 1, which is probably a pretty good run for us, even though it's breaking out, it's too fast. But it gives us an idea of how much we need to go. We only need to go a 52 with a 2 to get in first place. So we're shooting for a 50 with a 5 or a 50 with a 6. Andy's car is, he's not going to be able to advance, so we're actually turning his car up, try to see if we can go 490 in the 8th, somewhere in the 780s in the quarter. So this will probably be the last run we get. Unless we tank this run, I'm sure Doug will try to get back up here, but they're trying to shut us down, so everybody's trying to scramble around and make the best last run of the night. I will say this, the air's good, and this racetrack is gangster. Wade and them guys have prepped and prepped. I don't care if you got a 13-second car or a 5-second car capable, this track's been on kill. So if you ain't getting down this racetrack, you need to work on your program.